Hello everyone, we hope you're all doing very well. For today's valued viewer requested mission, we have from Teen FPV. Can you recreate the Cuban Missile Crisis with a scenario where Kennedy ordered the Air Force to take out the ICBMs, isn't that going to be ICBM?
Correct.
In Cuba. Mission would need a time limit as I believe the Russians would fuel up and fire their missiles within 1 hour. Wowza. You would have actionable intel from recent U-2 flights at the time. However, in real life, the US had only identified less than half of the missile sites. There would be quite a lot of AAA and SAM sites. I'm not sure what Russian aircraft would be stationed there, perhaps the MiG-17. So it should make things interesting. Thank you very much, Teen FPV. Welcome to Grim Reaper's 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis, Black Saturday. Starscream, take it away.
All right, so after the Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961 and the fact that the Americans had put Jupiter ballistic missiles in Italy and Turkey, the Soviets decided to put their ballistic missiles in Cuba, which put them about 90 miles from the Florida coast. Once U-2 spy planes found out about this, they notified Kennedy. The United States had started a blockade of the island. And then 11 days into the crisis, a U-2 spy plane that was not supposed to make it into Cuban airspace did. And a Cuban SA-2 operator who was ordered not to fire did. And he shot down the U-2 spy plane, escalating the situation almost out of control. And also at the exact same time, I don't think that's on here, there was a U.S. destroyer that was just practicing depth charges out in the Caribbean. There happened to be a Soviet submarine that it didn't know that was there, and it was depth charging a Soviet submarine, and they had orders to shoot back, and they did not. So there was all sorts of crazy things that almost pushed the world in World War III into nuclear exchange, but thankfully they didn't in real life. However, today we're going to say that they did. We're going to say that Kennedy has decided that after the shoot down of the U-2 spy plane, that it just there's no way to come back from this. There's no negotiating, and he is okaying an invasion of Cuba. I need to thank Bendy a lot because he actually took the map of Cuba, shrunk it down 30% to what it normally was, and actually overlaid it over the channel, and it looks almost the exact same, and actually has almost the exact same distances that we would have of Cuba if we shrunk it down to 30% of what it typically would be. So that is what we're going to be doing today. This is obviously the overview of all the different stuff we're going to be doing, but if you actually want to go to the first tab there, yep, this kind of gives an idea of why the Americans would have decided to invade if they did. The range of the missiles that were there pretty much encompassed, the entire United States and pretty much almost all of North America. And then the types of missiles they have there, again, Mr. Bendy was nice enough to give us all sorts of really good detail of what they would be looking like. Just so everybody knows, we're using scuds to represent the actual ballistic missiles because that's the closest thing we have in DCS. If you want to go to the AO map, the most important thing that we must do is we must have the seed aircraft take off first. So Viggens, you are our F-105 thuds, and you're going to be doing the seed mission today as Wild Weasel or Weasel 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're going to be taking the SA-2 sites out that are there in A. They are as waypoint 1, 2, 3, 4 from left to right. So if you look at the very bottom down there, there's one. If you go up the coast and to the right a little bit by Calais, there's 2. Yep, there it is, Cap. And then if you go up by Verona, yep, there's 3. And then the 4th one is way over there on the right-hand side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are your waypoints. So Weasels, as you decide, however you decide to split up the targets, who wants to go for 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 and 3 are the most important ones because those are the ones that are kind of guarding our ballistic missiles. Our ballistic missiles are there as B1s. There's 2 just left of Calais. Or I'm sorry, west of Calais, and and then 1 just left of Dunkirk. We'll go over that. And then we're having an initial beachhead invasion, which the helicopters and our fixed-wing propeller-driven aircraft are going to be helping support over there by sea, which I'm not quite sure. It's up there in the right-hand corner. Yeah, there it is. They're doing that. All right, so Cap, if you want to go to the Cap tab. So Caps, you're going to be covering your individual flights. So Starfish is going to be covering Dark Star. Shark's going to be covering Tiger. Dart's going to be covering Sword. And then after those ground attack aircraft hit, hopefully, the ballistic missiles, the Cap will then have their own AOs that they're going to try to cover. We do have E2 AWACS support. Doing some research at this time, the E2 had been in a prototype version for over 2 years. Even it didn't go into actual service until 1964, I think. So we do have AWACS support. Seeing that if it was a prototype and it was pretty close to being used, they probably would have brought it out and actually used it for the actual war. If you want to scroll down there, it shows that once we invade or begin invading, we're going to have MiG-19s and MiG-15s taking off from their MiG bases and trying to intercept us and stop us from blowing up the ballistic missile sites. Tab A, it just reiterates what the Viggens are going to be doing. It again shows where they are, and it also has the coordinates there. If you want to mark down the coordinates, go ahead and make a tape for your aircraft if you need to. That's what a standard SA2 site looks like. It's got its radar. It does not have. They do not have AAA around them. So it's pretty much coming in underneath their radar, making sure they don't shoot missiles and shoot you down, and then taking them out. So that way, the ground attack aircraft can hit their targets on B1. We show what the ballistic missile sites look like. There we go. Pretty much the same stuff there. The ballistic missile sites are covered by AAA. They've got 3 S60 57 millimeters and 3 ZSU 23 millimeters surrounding their area. Again, finding them and hitting them, a most important thing. And we do have your, back on the main tab, we do actually have your distance and direction for that. After you destroy the ballistic missile launchers, if we have time, is going to be go back, rearm, and come back, because the distance isn't very far, to hit the Army bases. And here are the Army bases in B2. Here's the one that's in the far west. Pretty easy to see. They all have a comms tower, and you can easily see the comms tower for quite some far distance away. So after you hit your ballistic missiles, go back, rearm, and come back and attack these. Cap will continue to provide down a little bit. Cap, you can actually see there's a central Cuban Army base, and then the one in the east, which is actually a repair and maintenance facility, but also has military assets at it. For the very last, for all the helicopters that are going to be going in, you're going to be an initial beachhead as task C. There are significant Cuban forces there, but they are all light dismounted infantry that are supported by MTLB APCs. So you should be easily take them out with rockets, and shouldn't be too much of a problem for you. Clear enough to the beach so when the ships actually get there, they can land their troops and don't get destroyed. There is also a railhead there, and there is also a makeshift naval port. So destroy everything, and there you go, some satellite photos that Bendy put together. Oh, and then the HIPs are going to be acting as our cargo helicopters. They are going to be picking up cargo and taking it to the beach, so that way when the troops get there, they'll have heavy weapons and extra ammo to help, and the main fleet is actually coming in behind them. After we break Cuban airspace, we have 1 hour to destroy these ballistic missile sites. If they don't, they will launch their missiles and they will hit the United States, and you will know that they hit the United States. So the moment we break that airspace, the clock starts ticking, and we only got 60 minutes from the time they're going to be fueled up and actually fire. So it's imperative that we actually take off in order with the seed guys first, and then after they get off, we have the different flights take off, and we make sure that we don't break the airspace until the seed aircraft do that first, because they need to take down the SA-2s so we can hit the ballistic missiles. The restrictions are there. We're trying to keep stuff as period specific as we can. The Viggens are not allowed guided munitions. MiG-21s have R-60s. Them 2000s are supposed to actually be F-106s, so they're only air-to-air. They didn't carry any bombs. Hueys, no miniguns. Mi-8s are supposed to be cargo helicopters, so gunners only. We're trying on how much we wanted to restrict air-to-air missiles, but I think keeping it to R-60s and the AIM-9 that the Tiger stuck with and stuff, it should be all right. And then, of course, the fighters that we're fighting against are 19s and 15s, so we do have a technological advantage over them. However, they will have a numerical superiority over us.
Let's look at today's flights. Starfish, Cap, F-104 starfighters, Roadkill, and Jigsaw. Shark, empty. Dart, F-106 Delta Dart, Starscream, and Hello? Weasel, Sead guys in the F-105 Thunder Chiefs. Blood, Penguin, Cap, Cover, and Damp. Dark Star, F-104 Starfighters. Red and Pineapple. Tiger, Tiger. Chopstick, Seahorse. Sword, Sabres. Bean, Stoat, Darber. Iroquois, Huey, Whistler, Artie, Shrak. Iroquois again. Unexpected, Hillary, Gumbo, Blight. Choctaw, CH-34, whatever that is. Don't know. Mookie and Brinks. Thunder, A1 Sky Raider, nice. Muckaboo and Shugs. Master mode on the left console from nav to BER.
We do that?
Yeah, that will stop your INS screwing up.
And I'm not ready to check 124.
Hello, Blood. Are we taking Sidewinders?
No, I think we need speed for this. Okay, can I get a count of who is happy with using rockets? If you're not, we're just going to go with high drag bombs, which is a bit easier.
I think Cap might take bombs. I've always been terrible with rockets in this.
Yeah, I'd rather take bombs. So, request rearming. So, I am going to be going for waypoint 3. Both 2 and 5, you're going for waypoint 2. Your QFE is 1013, confirm.
51013.
3, your QFE is, you're going for waypoint 1, is 1005.3.
1005.3, flight number 3.
And 4, you're going for waypoint 4, that is the most eastern one, and your QFE is 1013.1.
4 copies, waypoint 41013.1.
Okay, the next little bit for setting up bombs, and this is only for people setting up bombs, is your weapon selector should be in the correct position at the start. It's the one below the bit that sticks out. Next to your weapon selector, you have a weapon interval selector. I suggest you put it to 25 meters. Okay, the next little bit of setup, and this applies only to 3 and 4, is your attacks. Unfortunately, you can't go straight there, otherwise you'll be flying over land and you'll miss the thing. So instead, we're going to try and get you in pretty much 90 degrees on from the coast. In order to do this, I need you to put your data panel selector to tact and in, state when you're there. This is only 3 and 4.
3.
4. Okay, this is for 3 only. Press 9 and then confirm with waypoint 3.
3.
Okay, I want you to do that 9 again and press instead on B1. Apologies, I got your number mixed up with the waypoint.
How embarrassing for you, Blood. Done.
You guys are ready to go. We're seeing
times
disappearing from the distance, so we're waiting on.
We're a professional unit.
Taking off.
Okay, third time's the charm, so type in 100200 and confirm with waypoint 1.
3.
Pineapple still red. Are you?
And then we'll go back to act, pause, and out. Okay, next, aircraft 4, you need to press 9 on tact and confirm with waypoint 4. Okay, and this is moment truth, so everybody needs to go back to act, pause, and out. 2 and 5, you should press B2, and on the display it should say M2. For 3, you need to press B1 and it should say M1, and for aircraft 4 you should press B4 and it should say M4.
Plane 3 says uniform 1.
Plane 4 says uniform 4.
Yep, that's correct. Okay, so make sure you're back into act, pause, out, and that is all of us set up. So for 3 and 4, that little widget I got you to do is essentially what's called a ingress waypoint.
Yeah, I got it.
So all you have to do is follow the instructions on your HUD, not the direction on the compass, and you'll be fine.
Right.
Essentially, it's going to take you to a point about 20 kilometers from your target, and then it will get you to turn in onto a much more easy attack angle.
3.
Okay, for the salvo or ripple, do we have to do anything, or have we set it correctly for bombs? We'll all just release when we pull once, we got to keep on?
Just hold the trigger down until you get the red light in the top right. The fouled last light should come on, and that means all the bombs are dropped.
Is that lead taxi?
It is, yes.
2, roll.
Just roll.
Pushing out over guard.
3 rolling.
Can I get number 4 to go first? Go in front.
Yep, I'll take front position on 4.
Because we're going to do separate places, so I want a bit of spacing.
4's rolling out to take spot 1.
And then next, can we have 3, since you have the second furthest target?
3.
And then it'll be myself, and then it will be 2 and 5. I want you to give a good 60 seconds between 2 taking off and you taking off, because you're tracking the same target, and I don't want one of you to run into the other.
The 4's target is pretty much runway heading, right? I'm showing pretty much direct.
Yeah, you take off and you just keep going to it, and then it's essentially a right-hand turn, which the HUD will point you in.
Okay.
First time happening this, so is it alright if 5 takes off and then 2 will follow it?
Negative, I need spacing between you. The navving is super easy. When you take off, you simply follow the dot on your screen, and that's it.
I've got this set up then.
Yeah, normally you'd be in LS and then you would cycle for your waypoints, but since that's a bit complicated, all we're going to be doing is pressing the waypoint which is for your target. So to reiterate, for myself that is waypoint 3, for 2 and 5 that is waypoint 2, so you need to press B2 now and you should have M2 up on the right hand side. For 3 you should be pressing B1 and you should have U1 on the top right hand corner, and 4 you need to be pressing B4 and you should have U4 on the top right hand corner.
And 1-4, what speed are we looking at on departure? Are we going just full burner the whole way, or are we trying to time it?
You want to be stage 3 until you get up to about 600, 700 kilometers an hour, and then just stick in stage 1 for the whole journey.
Roger.
Okie dokie then. So, first aircraft, go, go, go.
Alright, 4 rolling.
Let's screw it up, cover.
This is Weasel Flight, we are taking off.
Just flipped it into nav mode.
FM, everybody put into nav mode
Jesus
now.
Christ.
And cap, you're clear for takeoff.
3 rolling. Beat my back.
So we're going to do about a minute until I take off, because they have a much longer journey than us. This is Weasel Flight, first 2 aircraft are airborne. We're currently going to wait for the next wave since we have a closer target to hit. If the Hueys are listening, stay on the ground right now and we'll give you the AOK to take off.
Hey firm, we're just in a lazy circle right behind the Higgins.
Alright, 4 wheels up, pushing waypoint 700, passing through 750, stage 2.
Well,
Just stick with stage 1, that's kind of your cruise speed, you got plenty of fuel for it. Get nice and low, you want to be about 10 meters off the sea floor, the sea surface even.
apparently we're going this way, boys. So be it.
Okay, and 1 is rolling.
Cruise altitude.
As low as you're willing to get up, probably about 10 meters is safe. You'll be out of the way of the SA2s then.
I'm all about 10 meters. Oh, at 1.
Say 2.
2 and 5, just stay on the ground for a moment.
Copy.
A lot of RWR activity for 1961. train home. Look, the train home towers.
Two wheels up.
Opens out.
And 5, take off now.
5. Just to confirm, so I'm following the little dot on my HUD, but the orange bracket on the radar display is off to the right of that, so this is just the offset. Okay.
That's correct. It's because of the ingress waypoint, the two will differ. When you hit the ingress waypoint, the two will then become the same. So expect a right-hand turn about when you're about 20 kilometers from the target.
Right.
Also, you may find your HUD is a little dim, so you may want to, onto the left-hand side
It's a thing.
of the front dash, there's a little screw-type thing that sticks out. If you twist that, the HUD brightness will increase.
Never knew that. Never knew that.
Right. There's a way to like bring the HUD up higher, right? Since it's a little low.
See, up and
So
down.
if you also look to the left of it, then there is a HUD raise and lower. If you're bombing though, keep it on the lower position because the symbology can disappear below the bottom of the HUD otherwise. So as Cap suggests, adjust your seat position.
Let me find that little thing.
Ten meters and everything's cool, baby. We're gonna get you, Cuba. We're gonna get you.
Can I just get a count of how far people are from their respective targets?
3 is 25 kilometers.
4 appears to be 5 from ingress point. The 2 should go 25 now. We're looking at that little dial below the waypoint marker, right? It says mill.
A Swedish
And
mile.
mil is Swedish miles, so that's 10 kilometers for each one.
Oh, the 4 is, should be looking about 40 kilometers. I've got 4, the needle's on 4.
MiGs are taking off. trap has been vectored towards target now, and 20 clicks.
Good stuff. Looks like most of us will be on the target roughly at the same time.
Do we suggest bombing on first pass or going for a second pass?
This is the begin. You get in, you drop everything, and then you go home.
Set the steer point for home?
Just go west, and then you can just press wait one. Just go west.
Go away!
See a floating submarine.
2, 10 clicks.
4, 25 clicks. 5 feet dry.
On his weapons away.
We're taking off.
Where is that sight? Where is that damn sight? Too high, too high, too high. Calm down. Down, 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 down. 2 clicks. Where the BS is it? There it is. There it is. 3 missed, running around.
2's weapons away. You should have dropped all your bombs, so you gotta go home.
Roger. I'll show you dropping all my friggin' bombs, sir.
2 status.
2's weapons away, egress.
Copy. 2's weapons site 2 is destroyed then?
Most of it, yeah. Hey, put your bombs on anyway.
Work.
Put your rockets in.
Work, you weird system, work.
There
There it is. There it is. Where's the radar? Where's the radar? Where's
everyone
the...
who has vacated the target, if you want to go home, simply look to your right and press the L MAL button. Next to where all the B1, 2, 3, 4, etc. are. You should get L1 appear on your waypoint indicator.
Member 3, BDA. On my second run, I've destroyed the radar and a bunch of infrastructure. My target's down. RTB.
This is Sword Flight taking exit runway.
Cap, did you only drop some of your bombs?
Negative. I just completely missed the first time. I had to run around.
Oh, you mean you
Couldn't see the target. It was too glare. I couldn't see it.
Okay, sorry, I thought you dropped all your bombs and they hadn't hit.
Will LS take me home? Oh my god!
Go to L-MAL.
Roger.
I still have a complete setup of rockets. I can go to Cap's side if you need.
No, hit the target you've been assigned.
It's dead. It's dead.
Copy.
4 is 15 clicks. So the whole point of these attacks is you get in, you chuck everything at it, and you get out as quickly as possible. So if they're aircraft, if they're SAMs, whatever, they don't have time to shoot you down. And remember, these are dumb weapons, so good chance a lot of them would have missed. So it's always good to go overkill.
Guys, get rid of your pallets and your tank with the 2 jettison commands.
410, clears closing.
Taken out, at least I know my side's dead. Cap, did you say yours was hit?
I'm pretty sure it's neutralised.
What's the actual aiming symbology on the HUD that I'm looking for here?
Have you put the, is the safety off?
Yes.
Okay, you should get a dot and a circle.
Yes.
You want to put the target between the two. When you pull the trigger, then it'll...
Weapon deployed.
I'm getting shot at on.
Get out of there.
Good effect. RTD.
2 weapons away, tracking radar destroyed on site 2.
I think that's 4 for 4. Well, look, this is where we've applied. We've hit all 4 of the SAM sites. We believe all 4 have been destroyed.
Shh, you're getting shot at. We're getting shot at.
Also to be warned, our SAMs are currently firing, so all you need to do is go home on stage 2 of Afterburner, stay nice and low, and those MiGs won't be able to catch you.
What was the command you said to set the waypoint for home?
Okay, if you look to your right where all the waypoint buttons are, there's one that says L MAL. Click it once. You should get L1 displayed on your waypoint indicator.
4. And 1 for BDA. Target appears completely destroyed.
Fine, don't Jenny my car. Mine's still active.
SAM site 3 is still active.
God damn it, let's go back.
Mine, I registered as the radar being destroyed. Interesting.
Same.
There are 2 radars, so it's possible that I hit the other one.
Did you take out the S-75?
Yeah, I got the S-75. Oh, this is a bit of a weird problem I've got. I can't find Manston. Where the F is it?
Roger, if the 3rd site is still active, I suggest wild weaseling it because there has been significant destruction on the ground. Next to the weapon selector is a thing that says X tank. So there are 2 buttons under covers. You have to take the cover off the top one and press it in, and that will get rid of the tank. Just make sure you don't click the bottom one because that's weapons jettison. I know you don't have any left, but for the next journey, if you have some weapons and you click that, we've got a problem.
Or Mavis has, whose head it falls on. Cap base.
This is 5. I'm currently returning to base. I am flying overhead in the pattern now.
All flights to Starscream. If you didn't see in the briefing that everyone does get 1 additional combat, respawn over.
Which one of these gauges is the fuel gauge in this thing?
The one below the waypoint distance indicator. It's just measured in percentage.
Okay, and the barber pole I'm assuming is bingo, and then the solid needle's the actual percentage?
Yeah, don't trust the stripy one though, because what it does, it calculates expected fuel consumption for the whole route. And if you drop below that needle, you know you've done too much and you can't get back. But because we have a very long journey that you won't actually be travelling on, i.e. from waypoints 1, 2, 3, 4, it will read incorrectly.
Fair enough.
5 on final approach.
Which one's
So
you, Black?
once everyone has landed, make sure you go to Master Mode BER and arm up with dumb bombs again. And we're going to be trying to blow up one of those additional bonus targets.
Whoa. Bonus target, boys!
Okay guys, I'll get that then.
Okay, your next target is an army base in what I believe is the ruins of a castle with a moat around it. So you're looking for a ring of water and a bunch of buildings within it. Relatively small, easy to spot as long as you go straight to your waypoint. So I'm going to give you the coordinates and you're going to type this in to waypoint 1. So in order to do this, you need to be going to ref Lola and in, say when you're there.
Can you stand by for about 40 seconds on that and landing?
2. Wait.
Yeah, I'm on final right now. I'll be down shortly.
There's a Delta Dart in front of you, just be careful.
Yeah, visual.
Oh. Welcome back.
F5 cycles. Hang on.
Enfield 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Nyam, go Mr. Dart, go.
That's on right, Regan.
Use that Mach 2 capability.
Thank you.
Wow. That could have gone wrong.
And 1-4 ready for top on.
Okay, so you need to be ref Lola and in. Once you're there, you need to type in the following numbers. 022007.
Chuck's knuckle will be advised there's a MiG-19 just
510051. Say your number when you've done that.
2. 3.
The path, we are now the 86.
series of 30-second launches because I don't want you to be bombing each other. So we're going to start with 2. I want you to take off when ready. Tell me when you're rolling, and I'll start a 30-second count.
Copy.
Is that you in the camo too?
Yep. Checking active now. 2 roller.
Oh, here's long timer. So everyone just stage 1 all the way there, and you probably could stay stage 1 for the attack 2. That stops anyone from gaining or leaving ground on each other. 10 seconds until takeoff. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, takeoff.
5 standing by for takeoff.
Should be 4 next.
4 in position.
Four, 10 seconds to take off.
Remember, go nav, go nav.
F-86 Sword Flight inbound for Minston, downwind. Lead flight is declaring emergency. I'm missing an elevator.
Embarrassing for you, Bean. And it's your birthday.
So you should get the 6 hour stage 1. You can keep the runway clear for me, please.
Yep, there's one egg. I'm picking off, and then you would.
God, we haven't got the Q and H.
Looks one moment. It should be, I think it's pretty much at sea level, so it should be 1013. Let me double check.
I'm going to then my down.
Yeah, it's 7 meters above sea level, so everyone 1013, once you're airborne and company.
Make sure you put hard, John, when you do it.
In fact, you need to make sure you don't have it on because it uses the QFE to judge how high it is. So if you change the QFE whilst it's on, you will descend or will climb.
Brilliant.
I can divert back to that target.
Correction east of LA. Roger, another one. Nope. Negative, carry your task, I've got it.
Copy. That is target 3, if it's east of Calais.
230 kilometers up. Waypoint 2 is just east of Calais.
Taking off taxi, runway 11.
Copy.
435 clicks out. I'm punching out.
Are we bombing an army base? Because I've got visual on an aerial.
It's a base, it's within a moat with a bunch of buildings, I think with a comms tower as well.
3.
And 1 for the target of the buildings and the comm tower.
Hey firm, I mean you bombs, so just as long as you put the bombs between inside the moat, you'll be fine.
2 cockle.
Yeah, it wasn't there in the last mission as well.
3 pop up.
Isn't it a recon now? Well, it's a submarine, I just flew past it.
Yeah, did no one tell you the X-Men were in the Cuban Missile Crisis? Magneto levitating.
Guys, we're trying to concentrate. 3 bombs on target, maximum destruction.
And 3, be advised, you have a gear stuck down.
That's the way I fly, baby.
It's a weird, I'm not sure if it's a bug or whether it's actually overstressing the gear, but I haven't worked out how you cause it and how you don't cause it.
It says they're retracting, so...
Yeah, for some reason one of them occasionally just stays down. I think it might be overstressing on takeoff, but I've tried taking off at lots of different ways, and it seems pretty random when it occurs.
See you later, Cuba. Let's get out of Cuba, boys. Go home.
4 bombs away.
Boom! Get some, baby. That is one atomized base, boys.
5 ordnance on base.
If we had a bit more time and practice, and one thing I really do want to do, is you do it with rockets, attack from multiple directions and use the TOT so everybody fires simultaneously.
That won't go wrong. Put it in the mission then. I never stress my planes out. I got another one. Oh, it's fun. It's fun, boy. Uh-oh. What have we done? Having a few minor issues with my jet and my engine gone. No, we're good. We're going to shoot some MiGs down, boys. You know I like me a good MiG.
Well, they had something.
Yeah, there is a ton of ground kills on the scoreboard from our squad.
That was a good day's bombing, chaps. Oh, let me
No, we're not on yet.
let me do this douchebag here.
Got another one of those bases to hit.
Holy cow, wowza. I have to do something about my landing gear.
You'll be alright. You can land with it okay. It's just, I don't think it even affects flight dynamics. It's just visually. I haven't received any bugs reported about it.
Actually, it appears to make me go slightly faster.
Bug or user error.
1 to 5.
Hello, 2.
1-5. I just saw a
Yes, it was.
flash of friendly
Yes, it
aircraft
was.
over the coast of Dover.
Other people stick lows, stay fast, you'll be okay.
Viggen race. Who doesn't like a sexy Viggen race in their life? Tell me that. Oh, there we
I
go.
think these MiGs have a realistic top speed of about Mach 0.85 in combat with weapons.
They can suck a lemon. They
So
can.
if you're about that speed, there's no way they'll catch you.
Mock Viggen dogfight in war. Pretty sure we're landing on the wrong runway, but
I do suggest though making sure you go all the way past Manston at speed and then slowing down before landing.
ba ba ba, ba 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 ba, ba ba ba. Yes, sir. Well, I'm all about the safety. All about the safety. fighter.
I'm entering the pattern.
For right base to final 9. Please come back.
Five, turning for 5.
4 short final.
Yeah, lead on final run. That's behind you 4, I believe.
Okay, 5 is extending his final.
Two and 3 formation final. Do you think I've broken my INS a bit? Heat blow! Any lower too? You want to go any lower? Jesus Christ!
And 140, so we're doing it again on another target, so same load.
Excellent, the same weapons, same attack profile. I may add ingress waypoint, let me just see.
One of you's landing on the wrong runway, douchebag.
5 waving off.
How embarrassing for you, damn!
I blame Boga.
Well, there's a friggin' JF-17 in this. What's a JF-17 doing here? You're out by 70 years, mate. Maybe not 70. Jesus
I
Christ.
just found the Wikipedia page, says it was made in 1958.
Yes. Welcome back, Mr. Sock.
My connection's not real good.
That's why they call him the Sock.
So everyone just state when you're ready for some ordnance.
3 ready.
So everyone, RAF, Lola and in, and you're going to be typing in the following coordinates: 031126, 511246. State your number when you have everything flashing.
3.
2, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to program this into waypoint 1 again. So just press B1 and then go to act port and out.
Commencing second assault wave.
4, 2, 5. To tell me the range and bearing to that target.
130 kilometers for 095.
Okay, we're going to do just one more thing. Everybody go to tact and in. State when you're ready to receive new numbers. 2,
3.
4, 5. Okay, you're going to be typing in 125200, and then you need to confirm that with B1, and you should hopefully get U1 appear at the top right. Okay, type the number in again. 1, 2. In fact, correction. Cycle the in-out switch backwards and forwards, back and then back to in to clear your display. Then type in 125200. confirm with B1.
Confirmed. U1.
Excellent, go back to ACPOS and out 2. Did that work for you as well?
Next is still got Bravo 1.
Roger. Oh, you got Bravo 1. That'll be why. So tact and in 9. Press B1 because remember you had to set it to a target waypoint. You should get M1. Yep. Now continuing on tact and in. Cycle the in-out switch backwards and forwards just to clear it and make sure it's on in. Then type in 125200. Confirm with B1.
Copy uniform 1.
Excellent, we're all good to go.
Come on, let's go, guys.
So, same deal as before. I will go first this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, take off. 2 over.
Ready for boom boom, sir? Immobilized.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, take off.
3. She's heavy, boys. She's heavy. Whoa!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, take off.
Let's go, guys. Let's effing do it and ting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5, take off. Just a reminder, everybody, you're not following the little yellow tray on your compass. You're following where your HUD tells you to go.
Sir.
And we should get a right turn about 20 kilometers from our target. The target today is a cluster of buildings around a railway line. So there's some relatively open ground around it, so just keep an eye on your distance meter. Hopefully it'll be on fire by the time you get there, so it should be nicely lit up for you.
1-4, do you want to stage 2 the whole way there?
Negative, stick to stage 1. Stage 1 gets you about Mach .8, perfectly comfortable.
Look at that. The tower just fell down. What a douchey tower design.
I wonder if this is new, because I'm getting some gyro misalignment after landing and taking off so many times. Everyone else can see this, the horizon line is not quite in line with the horizon.
Lovely bit of Sonic, guys. Lovely bit of Sonic. Charlie, don't surf.
But I think the autopilot doesn't work now, because I gently turn to the left.
Torpedoes out. 2 fish in the water, sir. Well done, Private. No, not Private. Seaman.
Thunder flight of 1 inbound.
Oops, I called 2 up. Ha ha ha! That's a him problem.
I'm still getting targets cooking off from before.
You know what? Let's shut this thing up. Goodbye. Nice and ruhig. QFE, please.
1013. Everything's basically sea level around here, so it's nice and easy. Man, 1 ship inbound, 292. I think the only person is 2. If you got a new aircraft, let's double check your QFE. Make sure it is 1013.
2 check.
Yeah, I'm about 35, so I'm hoping 2 if you're about 40-ish.
Nearly crashed about 5 times already.
4 is passing 50 kilometers now.
5 is at 50 kilometers now.
That should be enough spacing, just keep an eye on the person in front and don't get too close to them.
It's surprising how capable this bird is for being so old.
Yeah, it's very good at a very specific task. So you try to do CADs with this thing, you can kind of do it, but it's a bit rubbish. Okay, 1 has passed the ingress waypoint, make sure you do the turn.
Jigsaw, short line at 292.
Yeah, in a world with dumb bombs, where it's up against far superior aircraft, they can sneak in, drop everything, and get out before anyone knows what's hit them.
Inbound, final forward run.
3 IP.
Lead rockets away, hopefully that'll mark the target for you.
Oh.
Think we got a hit?
3 tally.
Bomb that.
Yes, sir. All over the place.
IP. The egress, just get back out to sea and then head west. And once you're comfy, then set your landing waypoint.
3 pop up.
2 bombs away.
Good bombs. We're going to atomize this thing.
4, pop up.
Yes.
Traffic, Cabo, Enrique.
Three off target. Oh, that hurt. Look at that. Very effective Viggens today, boys. Mon Dieu, mon Dieu.
The third target, but I think we're nearing mission end
Yeah,
now.
I'm about done. I'm getting to that point of being a petulant child because the mission's been going on too long.
Done, so that's not bad.
Right, RTB, last one, there's a rotten egg.
Yeah.
Alright guys, it's race time. Watch this. As I probably get shot down by an SA-2.
We also get to find out how many MiGs were chasing us throughout this.
Probably all of them.
I have no idea because I have no idea what these beepings are.
Power! Speed!
Not bad. Yeah, it's only when you get the really fast-paced one that you know you've got trouble. But do the MiGs even have proper radar?
Nope, SA-2 does.
Yeah, I think most of these beeps are actually from our fleet and from our own SAMs.
5 ordnance away, RTV.
Time dump.
Nicely done. Was there much of it left when you arrived?
There was nothing left.
Yeah, 4 didn't have anything to hit.
Look at the power of the Viggen, everyone. Look at the power of the Viggen.
I found it looked like just a barracks building. I dropped it on that anyway.
Yeah, the point of these attacks is you go for overkill. So if one person misses, which is quite likely with these weapons, then the next lot can clean up.
Copy 5, stage 3 at Exfil.
Mach 1.3. Mach 1.4. I'm going to get away from Cuba very quickly. And I'm all about getting away from Cuba. Hands off controls. Ah! Mach 1.6. Mach 1.7. Ooh, she was a bit fast. We're breaking up, sir. Going for Mach 1.9 in the Viggen. Mach 1.9 in the Viggen.
So the flight overhead Manston inbound for landing.
What the hell are you doing up there?
Mach 1.9, baby. Faster than the missile shooting me.
We're probably better off actually going slower lower down because the missiles lose more energy down here. Whereas AMRAAMs, SD-10s, etc. can easily hit Mach 3 up there.
Yeah, by the time you get home, I would have been home, gone out to the pub, got laid, and gone to bed.
For 36 kilometers to base.
And dropping very quickly. Very, very quickly. Hello, America. Watch this, valued viewers. Weirdest run and break you ever did seize. How did you get that so quick? Cheater. Look, I'm an ICBM, I'm an ICBM.
25 kilometers out.
I see you landing. Now, this is not regulation vegan landing, valued viewers. I won't lie to you, but when in road,
1, this is 5, requesting permission for flight.
do it.
4 short final.
Watch this. Watch me piss this guy right off. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Oh, that's not looking good.
Eat some vegan, baby.
He's rescued it.
Full power. Let me show off in front of these friggin' tigers. Hey, tigers. You chose the Duff plane today.
1, this is 5.
Can you do this?
Biscuit for the biscuit.
Thanks, Bean.
Really? They really hit each other? They're really that sophisticated?
Don't you miss me, chopsticks? Well done, everyone. I think we hit all our targets. I know there was one of the SA-2s didn't get hit. I think it might have been mine. But, yeah, we hit all our targets, and most importantly, nobody died.
Well done, everyone.
And whoever's reversing, ooh, you cut that fine, or you're going to clip my wing. Yep, yeah, that you're lifting my aircraft up there.
Regard.
Oh, you're leaking something.
Leaking from mid-air, apparently.
Watch this, valued viewers. This is how to impress your buddies and win chicks. The name of my first book. Oh my god, I'm taking off.
5, turning short final.
Look at that. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
The old put the canopy up
Yeah.
to increase the drag trick. I like it.
That's how you friggin' park a vegan.
Where you took here, drifting over there, Cap?
Right, fucking end roll.
See you in debrief, boys. And welcome to the debrief. Have we got Starscream in here?
Oh, I'm here.
Give us an idea of what we achieved and what we didn't. Otherwise, we'll go through the groups one by one.
Seed took off. I think they hit most of the SAM sites. I know they didn't hit one because I took an SA-2 to the face. We destroyed all the ballistic missiles before they launched, and then I saw a lot of attacking army bases, and I think we even got the beachhead taken over there by the helo. So that's a synopsis. If we can go by group by group.
Didn't we do well?
Anybody has anything else to add?
Group 1.
Did very well. Someone even mentioned halfway through the mission that this is a very hard mission, and I agree. It's a pretty difficult one.
Group 1. Send.
So Cap took off, and we just headed for the coastline. Me got shut down first ingress, and Benny did a good job, and Rodka as well. Got some aircraft killed, so returned to base, and that's it basically.
More jump. Next group, send. Next group, send.
Yeah, that's all.
I'll just do it.
Is it
So
done?
obviously they're not
It's
interested.
dart and sword. Sword, I don't know if you want to say. You probably have a lot more interesting things to say than we do.
Yeah, okay, so Sword was the F-86 Sabres. We took off last from Munston, let everyone else
get the thing done. The guys did a cracking job. We popped up and spotted the ballistic missiles, and we did rocket runs in, and they took it out. Then we came back, got bounced by MiG-19, blew off my right elevator, and I made it all the way back to the airfield, but as I tried to come into land, it didn't work out, so I had to eject. But then we rearmed, took off again, went back and attacked the army base next to the ballistic missile base there, and again the guys did a stand-up job of just completely destroying it. Then we came back and landed, and then I had a bit of a love tap with chopsticks. Talk about that. But yeah, I don't know if Stoat or Dobber want anything to add.
Yeah, likewise here, and I got a blow wing off a MiG, so as well ends well.
Yep, we got a few.
Okay, next group. Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry about that, valued viewers. My internet's just gone down, so we won't be able to talk to them anymore, but we will be able to watch this little thing going on for a little bit longer.
Back what attack view's saying, so both for waypoints 3 and 2, the radar isn't destroyed according to TAC view, but
I got taken out by waypoint 3.
The waypoint 3 one didn't fire.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's
Not
waypoint
sure
2 that you might be thinking of. Hang on, let's just double check.
I got my one, boys.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
we definitely got the two least important ones. Yeah, it appears as though... I think maybe 3 did fire. Oh no.
Was there only one S-75 radar per site?
Yeah.
Correct.
If Cap's back, we might as well do our little
Send.
debrief. So our task was to take out the 4 SA2 sites. We had 1 Viggen assigned to each, apart from waypoint 2. We had 2. And I think most of us were using bombs, apart from myself and number 5, who were using rockets. We successfully took out the sites at waypoints 1 and 4. Unfortunately, those were the least important ones, as they were the furthest away from the main combat zone. With waypoints 2 and 3, we all got hits on it, but unfortunately all our weapons, which are unguided, scraped past the radar and it appeared to still be active. I then re-attacked later on onto waypoint 2 and destroyed that. I believe waypoint 3 was still active. It fired only 1 missile and I think killed Seahorse.
Ooh.
So, see, it could have gone better, but it's the nature of these unguided weapons is you're putting them into a field and hoping for the best.
Okay.
After that, though, once we confirmed all the ballistic missiles are destroyed, we decided to attack our secondary targets, which were the army bases. And we attacked the one that's in the middle of a moat, which I didn't see myself, but I am reliably informed was absolutely annihilated by 4 Viggens with 4 loads of bombs, totaling 8 tons in total. And then we re-attacked again onto the maintenance facilities, which was 5 Viggens this time, 4 loads of bombs, 8 tons again, and then another ton of rockets. So again, I think that was pretty much annihilated. Because I think 4 and 5 reported nothing left to destroy. And that was us.
Well, the boys,
no one died as well.
How about that? We all did perfectly. Well, I had a gear problem, but I didn't die. So, next group, send.
That would be Darkstar, myself, and Red. Red, I think, destroyed both of the launcher sites before I managed to get back there because I got shot down by an SA2. Red got shot down somewhere along the way, didn't come back, so I spent my entire rest of the time destroying the large camp, basically dropping 2,000-pound bombs into groups of vehicles and destroyed most of the vehicles by the time we'd finished.
Well done. Next group.
Chopsticks and Seahorse in Tiger. We got jumped immediately when we were sliding for air to ground and got shot down immediately because couldn't see them in the sun. So when I respawned and the Seahorse continued, I think he shot down a MiG. By the time I got back, I went air to air because I thought there's no point going air to ground. We're just getting shot down, and we killed I think 3 MiGs between us. I think it was, and then at the end, Bean decided to slap me in the face after I repaired.
Of course, but I did notice that.
The first time I flew back with no wing cap and landed hard in the English field, so that was quite nice.
Be good. Did you find a buxom wench?
Well, I was dead, but she might have found my corpse. I don't know.
Good enough. Necrophilia. Next.
Guess that would be us and Iroquois. We came in 7 strong. Blew a lot of shit to hell on the beachhead. I'm not sure about casualties, though. Everybody will have to do their own part for that. But that beachhead is thoroughly smacked and now crawling with Allied troops.
Well done, boys. It's not Allied, though. Remember, this is not World War II. This is American troops.
Our boys, anyway.
There
Yes.
we go. Anyone else?
Iroquois helicopters. We hung around a lot of time at the beginning waiting for the Viggens to get airborne, but once we finally got in there, we went in. Multiple attack runs. Obviously, the first one is the most hazardous. I lost all my instruments on the first run, and after that flew totally by eye. But I got 4 runs in. By the time I did my 4th run, there was virtually nothing left to shoot at. A few infantry for the gunners to play with, but pretty well everything else appeared to have been destroyed.
That's everyone. Any final thoughts?
Thunder, we had a P-47 and a P-51 go in 500 feet
nice.
to the beachhead, and we slammed them. We took down a ship, and we kept strafing the base until there was nothing left. Macabo managed to come back and land. I had to ditch because I ran out of fuel about 10 miles east of the strip.
Well done. Warbirds, best
They
birds.
were really great to see, the P-47s from the helos as you were flying over. They looked absolutely brilliant.
Well done, guys. Any final thoughts?
Great mission.
Good mission. Had fun by all, just the right difficulty. Everything's really good. All right, guys, I'm going to put that together. What day is it today? Is it Wednesday? I'll see you whenever we all get back together.
Cuban cigars for everyone.
Indeed. Ta-ra for now.
Yeah.